okay? Now that's been sitting there since 9:30 this morning, and it will be there right through till 9 o'clock tonight, okay? So my point being, if you've ever used one of these old Teflon pans, if you left that on there for more than sort of 10 or 15 minutes, it will overheat, it'll scorch the Teflon, then you start getting poisonous fumes, you get flakes into your food. So the titanium is actually designed to be used at a much higher temperature than your regular pan, all right? So steak, stir fry, they are brilliant. In the demo, we actually use a bit of white sugar, and the reason for the sugar is that it has a burn temperature of 350 degrees. So it's actually a really good visual way to represent exactly how hot that pan is, all right? So we're going to let that burn down, and while we're doing that, do you notice the red tab on the handle there? Yep. So if you slide it back, bend it up, and those handles are completely detachable, all right? So every pan can go directly from the stove top, and you can pop them in the oven, use it as either a casserole dish or a roaster, okay? Now the lids, they are made from tempered safety glass. The knobs are safe in the oven up to 250 Celsius, okay? So just be aware it will be hot when it comes out, but it will not damage that knob right up to as hot as your oven can go, okay? Now if we head back over to the sugar and have a look at that, you can see how rapidly that's gone from the granules into a bit of a minor disaster, okay? So the good news here though, if we tip that up, we could literally see how that just rolls off the titanium. Okay, so I could just pour it out, but we actually use this part of the demo to illustrate the strength of using a cast construction, okay? Because there's no stresses in the metal, not only can you go to really high temperature, but you can shock treat them as well. So take your pan off the stove, run it under the cold tap. Watch this. Now cold water in a very, very hot pan is normally a terrible idea, but not so with a Woll pan. This is in fact the quickest and the easiest way to clean them, okay? And that's pretty much as good as new, all right? Now the reason you would not ordinarily do that is almost certainly you'd buckle the base of that pan, but Woll, our manufacturer, gives you a 25-year guarantee, okay? You cannot warp, buckle or distort the pan in any way. So they are that good. Right, over to the cheese, and that's looking pretty tasty, and what you'll notice here is that will just slide off by itself, okay? But don't forget that your titanium is a hard metal, okay? So